Welcome back to the TGOM podcast, Ball Havers. This is episode 34. I'm your co-host, Megaretz fan, here with my co-host.
Halebred Painter.
And this week, we are talking a lot about Twitch, everyone's least favorite live streaming platform, even though everyone streams on it, because I don't know why, they make less money, but, whatever. Anyways, um, immediately, last 2 weeks have been huge, ripe and juicy with drama. Um, it started off with this guy named something Slicker. I don't care. His name is Slicker. Everyone calls him Slicker, and he was scamming people because he has a gambling addiction, and he was scamming people. By he go into their DMs and be like, "Hey man, um my mom just died or something, or my mom is in the hospital, I'm behind on, or my bank account just got locked out, I need money, or I'm dying, I need, or not, I'm dying." It was stuff that was somewhat plausible.
Mm-hmm.
um and it was really the sentimental, "Oh please, I know you don't know me, man, but I'm so hard down right now, man." I feel like I almost said, "I'm just so hard right now," but I was not what he said. Um, so yeah, he was like, blah blah blah. Ended up, I think it's estimated that he took $300,000 from fans and streamers that he asked,
Yeah.
up to, not like one person gave that much, like a collective gave that much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so yeah, everyone was mad. Obviously, no, everyone was like, "Yo,
Just
that's sick, dude. Grind set." So then a bunch of big streamers, well, a couple big streamers, mainly Pokemon and Miskiff, I remember, who we'll get back to Miskiff in a minute. He was like, they were like, not he, they were uh, like, if you want Twitch to ban gambling or something. Um, and so everyone was like, yes, as activists work nowadays. And lo and behold, even though Twitch doesn't listen to anything else, they're like, all right, we will ban gambling. And so, and everyone's like, yeah, yeah, Twitch dub, massive dub for Twitch. And then literally the next day at 4 a.m., they send out a thing that's like, by the way, we're cutting all revenue to 50/50 now instead of 70/30, which is what everyone else is. Everyone else is 70/30. We're cutting ours to 50/50 because it's unfair for everyone, for big streamers to have 70/30. So it's it makes me think that they were like, yeah, we'll say we're gonna ban gambling, and then immediately just drop this bomb, and then make everyone hate us. But since they saw
immediately
that
screw
first,
everyone.
since they saw the
Yeah.
thing before, they're gonna be like, well, they did ban gambling, so maybe they're not that bad, you know. But
It evens out.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's what the thinking was, and also posting it at 4 a.m. wanted as little number of people to actually see it as possible, I guess.
Bro, that's
Um, it's really funny. So lots of
yeah,
people.
no one
Sorry,
noticed.
I'm talking a lot. What'd you say? What? Hello?
Oh,
Hello?
I believe I'm having internet issues. Oh
Okay.
no.
Well, then I'll keep talking. Um. So
What?
big streamers like, I believe, Germa, some Iron Mouse, I think, some other people. They were tweeting. Um. Or not tweeting. Germa didn't tweet. Germa was on stream saying, "If I'm forced to run ads, then I will stop streaming on Twitch." Because that's the big thing, they're cutting your revenue through subscriptions and stuff to 50/50. But if you so the way to get back that money you
Mhm.
lose by losing that 70/30 is by running more ads, because that's what Twitch wants you to do. And already when you join a Twitch stream, it's 30-second ad, unskippable. It's I hate it. It's so annoying. But now they want them to run more ads, and it's just no one's gonna stay for that. For one, I have trouble watching cable television because it has so many ads, and it's the worst thing ever because it's all if you have moderate to severe chromatitis, then please. And it's shut up! I'm not 60. I don't have, you know. I'll give one thing to cable television. They do advertise to their
I
audience because
I
everyone
don't have
watching
this stuff.
cable
Leave me alone.
is 60, you know? Um,
Yeah, you're
so or close to 60.
right. They know their
Um,
audience.
yeah, so everyone's mad. People are getting mad at gambling. There are also streamers that are like, "Don't ban gambling." That's how I got. There was one streamer. It was really wild. She was like, "Don't ban gam." I was a meth runner, and I got shot, and then I started gambling on Twitch, like live streaming my gambling, and then now I'm like not doing that anymore. It's like there are other jobs. you, it's not like
What?
you can't. It's like, well, I can't gamble on Twitch. I guess got to go back to meth running. It's like, what? That's there's yeah, it's wild.
Okay, you don't have to gamble. It's called a gamble for a reason. It's not a guarantee.
Yeah, you can stream other things. It's not.
Like,
Yeah. Okay. So that's the gambling stuff and the 50-50 thing. So everyone's mad at Twitch, obviously. When are people not mad at Twitch, honestly? And yet people stay on the platform, so I don't think anything's gonna change. Hot take. Because they're used because people always like Twitch streamers always like Twitch chat's so much better than YouTube chat. And I guess it's because Twitch
sure.
chat periodically stops so you can actually read it while YouTube chat just scrolls on by, you know? So it makes it I agree it does make it hard to read.
Mhm.
Um but Ludwig has made like an extension to fix that or fix in quotes. It does work. It's like what it does it essentially and it replicates the Twitch chat. So it will pause, like all the names will be colored. It will give you like member badges, whatever, they already do, but like these are special badges, I think. Anyways, you know, that problem is fixed. And as that add-on is constantly updated and worked on, it's gonna get only better. And
Yeah.
I guess you could say like, well, it should be YouTube fixing it, not a streamer. It's like, okay, guy, do you want 70/30 or do you just want to run ads for the rest of your life? That's really the big question,
Yeah.
you know.
It's like, yeah.
So
Hmm.
that's that. Would you rather stream on Twitch or on YouTube?
I
Oh, and discoverability, but that's a whole separate thing, I think. So never mind.
I I always liked the platform of Twitch better because it just felt nicer because it's got like just the aesthetic I've always really appreciated, and
Uh
it
huh.
feels more like an interconnected community of sorts. But I recognize YouTube is kind of better to their streamers than Twitch is sometimes.
Uh huh.
So mixed feelings because Twitch also their streams are generally higher quality or like more well done just because it's easier to stream on Twitch because there's like less lag and stuff.
That's
But
actually a lie. Sorry to
oh,
burst
is
your
it not the
bubble.
case anymore? Is that not the
Um,
case anymore?
Twitch, you can barely run a 1080 stream on Twitch over like
Are you
6,000
serious?
over like a 6,000 bit rate, but on YouTube you can stream in like 4K.
Jesus. Okay,
Yeah.
so YouTube is a lot better
Yeah.
uh because the last time I was really paying attention to like stream quality of YouTube was like when freaking GT Live was first getting started, like 6 years
Yo.
ago. Bro, that was 6 years ago when they started that.
Uh-huh.
But like, they couldn't do 1080 at first. Like, you could only stream in 720. Like, you could only do standard def. And like the YouTube, like, okay, so it's gotten a lot better over time.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, there's no reason not to go to YouTube at that point. I mean, I still
Well,
like the YouTube better for Twitch,
yeah.
but if the stream quality is just better and there's not as much stream delay, fuck it, yeah. YouTube's just better at that point.
Yeah. I picked the worst time to eat ice.
Apparently, you did, yeah. You picked the time that I was about to stop talking. Wow, dude, I can't believe this. But
Yeah. So I think YouTube has really been leaning into the live stream stuff. So I think they see how much money they can make by doing it. So they've already been buying streamers, which is, you know, whatever. Not my business. But moving on though. So next thing on the drama, XQC, biggest streamer, famous streamer. Actually, there's a lot. There is a new biggest streamer who got the most subscribers. I don't remember his name. I'm sorry, but very cool.
One second.
XQC was streaming
XQC. Mm-hmm.
a few days
Is
ago.
he someone that YouTube poached? Or
Is he what?
is he one of the streamers that YouTube poached? Like, bought?
Bot?
Essentially?
No, he's still on Twitch.
Oh, okay.
He was streaming a few weeks ago, and he'd recently broken up with his girlfriend named Adept. His name was Adept. I don't think she's actually named Adept. And because I think he had content on the brain or something, and he decides he's going to ring out his personal drama with her, live on a Discord call with her, live on stream in front of like 120,000 people.
Yo, poggers.
And it was like I watched like a second of it, and I was like, "This is too personal. I don't really need to know any of this."
Yeah, that's not
um,
comfy.
she like claimed he has like a gambling problem, which I think is true. But I think he's also a gambler streamer, or did at one point gambled on stream. But could be false. Don't quote me on that.
I'm gonna quote you.
Yeah,
and
you can
put it
quote me
into
on that
the-
actually. So, and how her family like hates him or vice versa, maybe. I don't remember. Anyways, it was really bad. It was stupid. I don't know why they did it. Moving on. It's really not that important. It's just kind of a stupid thing to do. And I think arguably maybe fuels a bit of an incel culture within Twitch, Like, look at this stupid woman yelling at XQC, biggest streamer on the platform, 100,000 people. She couldn't even have this number of men, Yeah, whatever. Maybe not.
That's crazy. That's wild.
Maybe not. I'm just.
Yeah, it's just crazy that he like thought it was a good idea to do that. Like,
Yeah.
why? How insecure do you got to be like, well, I need 10,000 people to back me up here.
100,000 people, not 10,000. 100,000 people.
I need 100,000 people to like
be on
hash
my
this
side.
out with my ex or
Yeah.
like my girlfriend. Like,
No,
shit,
ex.
man.
Yeah, it's stupid. I don't know why in the world you would do that, but whatever. Next and final piece of drama. Well, final that I care about really. Another streamer named Slicker. Fun fact. Was well. Let me go back up a little bit more. Another streamer. I won't say her name because one, I don't remember, and two, just very personal stuff. You'll see why. She claimed that another streamer named, again, Slicker, but a different word in front of Slicker. I don't know why there's two named Slicker, but they both did bad things. Well, allegedly on the second one, but whatever. She said that while they were at a party, he got drunk and like touched her inappropriately. Obviously, as you do at parties. That's a joke. Don't do that.
Canceled.
Banned. Allegedly, this happened like 2 years ago, a while ago. Not recently. It was a while ago. And the story goes that Miskiff, who was a friend of Slicker, had his girlfriend and someone else, I think, go to the victim's house and like technically, well, it said that they intimidated her essentially to like not, because Miskiff didn't want his friend to be canceled essentially because he didn't whatever. So he had his girlfriend and someone go over there and either gaslight or that kind of stuff, the thing you're not supposed to do.
You're not supposed to gaslight people? What?
Yeah, Nick, I know it's news to you, but and so yeah, they go over there, they do that. It like this controversy dies down. No one remembers until recently when she comes back out and says, "This still happened to me, guys." Or something happened that brought this back to light. And this is where it gets wacky. So something similar to the Adept XQC thing,
Mm-hmm.
they decided to have it was Trainerx, big streamer, XQC, talked about him earlier. Mizkif, obviously, because he's the big part of the drama, and someone else. Oh, Asmongold, I think. Okay, a little bit of context. Asmongold and Mizkif are both leading, like, founders of a gaming group called OTK. And fun fact, Mizkif was actually, like, pushed away by the company. Like, he's on leave now for, like, or suspension for a while. Whatever. I don't know if it's a company. Whatever. It doesn't matter. So these guys get in a call, and there's a two-part video, and it has to be like 6 hours long. And it's just streamers arguing for clout. That's all it is.
Jesus.
It is so disgusting to listen to, because it's not even trying to find out what the real problem, like, did this person actually sexually harass someone. It is more of he said, she said, you suck, you said that I suck, so I'm going to say you suck, but I actually don't think that, because I think you're awesome, but you said that I suck. That was like 2 hours of it that I listened to, and then I stopped listening to it because I couldn't
So
get enough of it.
at
And
this point, I would
I-
have to like dehumanize all of them and be like, "This is just a new drama soap opera."
That's what it, and that's it. Yeah, you're right. You're definitely, you're
Like,
100%
like,
right.
like that's just a soap opera at that point.
Yeah,
It's
you're
like,
100% right. And, like, I feel so bad for her, like, the victim, because it's like, this isn't even about her at this point. It's about these big streamers who have more money than they know what to do with, just arguing about nothing, really. And it's like, why are we? It's so stupid. And there's, again, thousands of people in these Twitch chats, just Pog, LOL, Monk S. It's like, shut up. This is so stupid. This is disgusting. It's not stupid, it's disgusting.
yeah, it's insane that like there's so many people that are like, "Oh yeah, I don't see a problem with this at all."
It's just drama to these. It's not a crime. It's like this. And granted, I don't think this guy's ever going to go to jail for it, but still, like, he should be deplatformed at least, or, like, there should be a
Some
permanent.
actual repercussions of
There's
some fucking kind.
Yeah, there should be a permanent, like, what if on his record of he probably may have done this. You know,
Yeah.
it's so annoying, and it's just like, it was just four dudes, and none of them really knew what happened. Like, you had Miskiff, who supposedly probably did the blackmailing, or not blackmailing, the gaslighting, whatever, or told other people to do the gaslight. He ring led the gaslighting. You had him basically struggling to speak because he's like, I just like you, Trainwrecks. It was okay. Really, it boiled down to Trainwrecks and Miskiff just arguing about how they actually hate each other but like each other. It was like, it's like, can you get a moment away from yourself? We're arguing about a woman who was harassed and, touched inappropriately. This isn't about you. Yeah. So.
Okay. Now I
And
want to hear about this secret gay romance they got going on. You know, this love-hate gay romance. You know, I think that's what we need to hear.
they're probably boning. I don't care,
Oh my
dude.
God.
It makes me mad.
They're treating it like a fucking soap opera. What in the world?
They're treating it like a clout, like a soap
It's
opera.
like, you know, this sexual assault is actually really about me because this
Yeah.
is about how I pretend to hate him.
I
but
don't even know
actually
why.
like him.
Like, I don't even know why Trainwreck is there. He's not like he's another gambling YouTuber or another gambling streamer. It's like, why is he there? He was just
Was he
arguing
there
about the
for that?
gambling
Like,
with Mizkifs. Like, this is not about the gambling ban. This is about someone who was harassed.
yeah, that's
Yeah, it's
insanity.
wild. It's just, I say wild in the worst way possible, by the way. It was, yeah. And the
Like,
guy,
it's yeah.
okay, the guy playing the call was playing Factorio the whole time too, and just, like, paused it every once in a while and went like,
What?
I can't believe he said that, or I can't, this is so incriminating. It's like, dude, I don't
I'm
care if you're a
dead.
debater, like, you're not, yeah, shut up. It makes me so angry.
when you make money by making people's lives hell, so
Yeah.
for content.
If we ever become famous streamers, I'm not joining a big group of. I'm never playing Fall Guys with with someone like in a Fall Guys tournament that has other people in it, because somehow I'm going to get roped into a like drama of some kind. Mega Reds fan killed someone. It's like, what?
Oh my
I
god!
played
that's
Fall
so
Guys with them once.
funny.
So, it's disgusting. It's bad. It's grotesque. All that stuff. So,
Oh my goodness.
the internet's a terrible place, but
Yeah, it really is. Like, it's my favorite place, but it's also the worst.
yeah.
It's where all the greatness and scum of the world come to thrive.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Man, it's really gross. Um okay. So I learned, not I didn't learn this recently, but I do you know that the Nintendo Switch, if that were to have flopped, Nintendo would stop making consoles. Do you know that? Or did you know
Yeah,
that?
I heard about that. Yeah.
So
Like,
do
that
you
was just gonna be it.
yeah, cuz after the Wii U like flopped, they were like, well, the Wii was like the best-selling console ever, or one of the best-selling consoles ever. Then
How do
Wii
you
U
top
then
that?
immediately crashed. So I guess we're
Yeah.
gonna give up. But then the Switch came out, and the Switch everyone liked it. Do you think they're gonna make another console?
Mm, I I think we're getting to the point in like technology where like you don't need to keep making brand new, completely unique consoles. Uh because at this point they could just keep coming out with the Switch but with like upgrades or slight alterations to make it more efficient, like
Yeah,
better battery, more storage, just general
chunkier.
like upgrades to the Switch.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like, I don't think they really need to stray away from it too much, unless there's like some big new thing in technology where it's like, okay, this changes everything, brand new thing. You know?
How about a Switch dock that acts like a VR headset? So you plug your Switch into the headset, and you're playing Super Mario
Low
Odyssey
key, I could. Oh my god, I
in
can
VR.
actually imagine that. Just a VR headset that has the little slot in the front, and you're just
Yeah,
like,
actually, if you played Super Mario Odyssey on VR, I think you would vomit immediately.
oh yeah,
'Cause
too
you
many
would
colors. Everything is orbiting and rotating. It's too
yeah,
much. It's too.
you would do the roll, like the speed roll, and you just like as your, the cameras. Yeah, it'd be awful.
I get sick playing freaking Iron Man VR. Like, that game is fun, but like the movement based on just the controllers alone isn't fast enough to do like to like turn around quick enough. So I'm often turning my head while turning the controller, so
Yeah,
I'm moving twice as fast as my physical body should be, and I want to throw up. Like,
yeah.
oh my god.
It's yeah. I think that'd be really. I guess they'd have to make a whole new. It'd be like the 3DS kind of, where like you could play your games in 3D. Now you can play your Switch games in VR.
Yes. Oh
Switch
my
VR.
god.
They'd have to make like whole new games though. So I guess that would be the
Yeah. Or they could just port over games like they've already been doing. Like, Skyrim's in VR, right?
yeah. I guess yeah they could.
Like,
Yeah,
they could just like kind of port over the versions that already exist, because there's also Minecraft in VR.
yeah.
Um,
I guess
there's things they could do.
one of the problems would be the the graphics capacity, or the RAM capacity of a Switch is not necessarily the
Yeah.
highest on the market. Um, so I think they'd have to release a chunkier Switch, more like a
That
Steam
is
Deck than a Switch. You know.
yeah. That's my
Um,
only real problem with the Switch, is the fact that the Switch is supposed to be a console and a handheld, but it kind of fails at both,
yeah,
because it doesn't have the storage capacity like an Xbox One or a PS5. You know, it doesn't have anywhere near the storage capacity.
oh yeah,
Um, but as a handheld, it's not bad. Like it's got excellent storage capacity, but its battery is terrible, and the flipping it's so big. They're so chunky.
It's long. Yeah.
Like you can't fit a Switch in your pocket. I mean, maybe if you took off the controllers, but like then you just got the screen in your pocket. Like you have to have the little case thing, and you have to carry it around because it's a little dangerous otherwise.
I put it in my backpack when I carried it around. But I
Yeah,
took the
like
handles off or the
it's
controllers
not
off.
exactly convenient as a handheld.
Yeah.
Is my issue with it, you know. Um, but then they came out with the Switch Mini, which is a lot better. It also removed the issue of Joy-Con drift because they realized they had to deal with that eventually.
Hmm. Yeah.
But at this point, now that they have an actual functioning handheld version of the Switch that's effective, uh, at this point, I feel like they should like come out with like the Switch Max, you know, or something
Switch
where it's,
Max.
you know, it's actually a freaking console, you know.
Yeah. Like unremovable or like what would it
I
be
don't know,
really
just
called?
bigger, like more storage,
Right.
better.
Well, you know you can fix
If
the
it is
storage
removable,
problem by buying a bigger SD card, right?
that's true. That is,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
It storage when you buy like storage out of the box is bad. You're right, but you can get a bigger SD card.
Ooh, what if they added a second SD slot?
I mean, I guess that would work
Because
too.
yeah, because they had consoles that had more than one SD slot. Because the GameCube, well, I mean they weren't SD cards, but like
You mean the
you know,
memory
there's two.
cards?
Yeah, there's like I said, they weren't SD cards, but like they had two
Yeah.
slots for memory and like data storage. Like they
Yeah.
could do something similar
Put
where
your
the
hentai
slot where you put
games
the
in
money.
one memory card,
Yeah.
and then your normal games in the other one.
Mm-hmm. So like that could make things a lot more effective with storage by not only you having upgradable storage as like having like a terabyte for like a thing. I don't know how big SD cards get, but
Hmm.
having the opportunity to get a second one as well would be nice. You know, it's just like things you could do to make it beefier. Just a beefier Switch.
Yeah.
Maybe removable, maybe not. Like I don't see why you would need to remove it.
Liquid cooled core.
Liquid cooled. Um, I could see removable just so you could like plug it into someone else's. Like
Wow,
you
that's
just
loud.
because like a big issue with Xbox One and PS5 is like they're bulky as heck. So if you wanted to like take that to your friend's house and like hook it up, it's a pain.
Yeah.
But like, what if you had like just essentially the box of the PS5 and you're just like, I'm just gonna pack away this box and then just like slip it into the slot and then boom, now we got it working. So, it could be a good idea to have like a bulkier Switch that's just plug this big bulky piece into their thing, and I don't have to like pull out all my cords. I don't have to set up all this stuff. I just have to plug my console into this adapter, essentially. You know, so I feel like that could be nice.
Yeah.
Still makes it a portable console because that's something Xbox and PS5 have never been able to successfully do.
PS5 Go.
Yeah, right. Like the GameCube even tried to be portable, but like it is. It's
had a
just
handle on it.
yeah, it had a handle, and you could also buy an extender thing, or like a little monitor. Like you could get like a tiny screen that like plugs in, and it folds over top of it. Like so you could like fold it up, and you would just play on. It was so weird.
That sounds like the
Because
worst thing ever.
it was a really small screen because the screen was the size of the GameCube as that square.
Yeah, that sounds
Like it
awful.
was so small, but
Yeah.
it was their attempt at making it portable. Like you could play it in the car. It's like how they were advertising it. You know, so like it tried. It just wasn't very good for portable. But Switch is a great way to start actually doing portable consoles because you could just plug it in anywhere as long as they have a dock.
Yeah. I think the only problem with like making it smaller, I guess you'd have to wait till technology got smaller. You know?
Yeah, like the
Because you
Switch's
can only go
idea
so
was very
small.
ambitious. Yeah, Like
And then if you
Switch
get
was
to
very
like
ambitious with what it would be for you.
you get to like Game Boy size and then or phone size, and then it's kind of like, well, the screen's too small and I can't run Genshin Impact with more than 10 frames, so
Yeah, like it's so weird. Like I
yeah.
miss having stuff like the 3DS. Honestly, like those were the best times. But even like the 3DS, like the screen was big enough, and I was like, okay, it's getting a little big with the 3DS, but like this is nice. I can see, I can do whatever I need. Perfect.
Mhm.
You know, um, smaller than DS at this point is just too tiny. And
My
for a lot
t-
of the games that are on the Switch, they're like it's like Skyrim is console gaming. you
yeah.
know, so trying to play Skyrim on like a 3DS level of small, that's insanity. Like I feel like you would lose a lot of understanding of your surroundings
Yeah, for sure.
because once it's that small, you're only seeing what's in front of you.
My my 2DS, I had a 2DS XL, not the 2DS brick. That thing is stupid. I don't know why anyone ever bought that.
Yeah,
Um, mine is like it's a huge screen on both sides. It's pretty
yeah,
awesome. And it's all, but it's not too big that I can't put it in my pocket. I mean, sometimes it falls out, but like that's very. It depends on the pants I'm wearing. It depends on how deep the
it
pocket is.
depends on the pants.
Yeah, if the pocket is like super shallow, it will maybe fall out when I sit down. But
Yeah,
yeah,
see,
as
I
long as
only
I'm
ever wear.
aware of it, I can. It's fine.
Yeah, see, I only ever wear jeans. So when I would bring my 3DS to school in my pocket, I would just let it sit there. Like, yes,
You just
here
have
we
a
go.
bulge in your pants. No.
Yeah, I just had bulging pants. People are like, "Ayo, you happy to see me? Are you
Yo, my
for the
man's bricked
3DS?"
up. He literally got a brick in his pocket. No, it's my DS.
This is
um, so I'm gonna talk about Wolfenstein. Um,
Wolfenstein. Okay.
I was playing. I have Wolfenstein: The New Colossus, and I was playing it, and I like it, but it feels a lot more like Doom than Wolfenstein because it's like super violent now. Which I mean, not to say it wasn't violent before, but like instead of just stabbing a guy through the head and through the back and then pushing him over, or doming some guy with your pistol or whatever, or just unloading double shotguns into a guy's chest or something. Now you have like a hatchet and you can literally slice someone's legs like to the bone completely off, like both of them in one swoop, and it's like that's not real. There's zero way you can actually do that. Um yeah, some of the stealth takedowns are just like wild. Um
Just gonna cut your legs off as
and
a stealth
it's
takedown.
yeah, it's also way faster. Like you can like you used so you could always dual wield your weapons or akimbo your weapons. But when you would sprint in the older games with two weapons, you would not move very fast, obviously, because you're holding two weapons. But now
Uh-huh.
you can like sprint full speed with like double assault rifles and just like blasting everyone that moves. And you can also sprint with like heavy lasers and stuff. It's wild. You can never do that because it's a giant laser. Um, but I guess they explain it away because it's like you're wearing power armor at the beginning of the game, which is, by the way, the worst thing ever because you have 50 health and usually have 100 health, so you die so much faster now. Um,
That's funny.
yeah, you can have 200 armor, but it doesn't matter if you can't find armor anywhere. So,
Yeah.
um,
True.
so and there's also a lot more. I don't think there's a lot more cutscenes, but they're a lot longer. uh,
They're much
mul-
more noticeable at this point.
multiple
Yeah.
times my computer literally fell asleep because I was like watching the cutscene and all of a sudden my screen would turn off like, oh no.
That's funny. Oh my!
Yeah,
How long are those cutscenes?
it was
What?
wild.
That's
Um,
insane.
it was like okay, and the game is fine. I think the story is wild, but whatever. Um, so like Wolfenstein. His name is Wolfenstein. Blazkowicz's dad is like a white guy, but his mom is Jewish. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and he had a friend when he was younger who was named Billy, which is like also his nickname. And she was black. Within not the first like 5 minutes of the game, the dad says the N word twice. Not even joking. Um,
Uh,
because it's like set like 19 something. It's like old time and where racism
mm-hmm.
was cool, you know. Um,
Yeah,
racism was
that's
like the cool thing. He's also anti-Semitic. It's wild. And Christian. So Anyways,
Wolfenstein and Doom are very brave with what they put in their games.
yeah. Um, yeah. So your dad's a terrible person. Obviously, he
Mm-hmm.
beats your wife, beats your wife, beats your mom, beats you,
Your
beats
dad
makes you
is
kill
your
the
wife.
dog at the beginning of the game. Um,
Damn.
yeah, it's wild. You kill him later, spoilers, but that's by the way when my computer fell asleep was like during that heated talk between the dad and the son, and then my computer fell asleep. It was funny. Yeah, it's like the dad is like, oh, the Nazis came and now the white man can run the country, and the Christians are back. It's like shut up, dude. It's like, oh man, it feels spot on, honestly, for the direction things are going. But um, it's a great game. The villain is good. She's not like annoying bad. She's like not annoying evil. She's just actually evil, and you don't like her, but you also like her because she's actually cool and evil. It's not like Borderlands 3 where they're just annoying and evil and annoying. And very annoying. Have I said that yet? Um, what other games are like just yeah, that's like a big thing. Is like I like my villains to be evil and likable. I don't want my villain to be evil and annoying because that's just like the worst, you know? It's like the dad in
Yeah.
the institute or your son in the institute. It's like you're
He
evil
was
but just annoying. So stop living, please. You know?
Don't stop living.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Um I still like I like the New Blood or the Old Blood, sorry. I like that one more. And the New Order. Those are both great games. Well, the New Colossus is also great, but like obviously, I think I'm just like I love Wolfenstein so much because it's like one of the first games I played. Blah 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 blah. It's so close to my heart. Blah blah. Who cares? It's like it feels like I have to like it, you know. But yeah, it's fine. It's good. I like it.
It's fine. It's good.
I like it. I love it. I just like killing Nazis, I guess. So
I, what's not to love about murdering Nazis?
yeah. Did I say this yet? It feels a lot more like Doom because there's a lot more enemy types. There's like like I think they're called shimmers, I think, where they like speed around and shoot lasers at you. They're like big guys who aren't super soldiers, but they're basically super soldiers.
Man, that you said lasers, and that threw me back to frickin' Parasite Land with laser creepers.
Those things suck. We don't need to talk about those.
We haven't seen those in forever either. Like even like the last time we played, they just were non-existent.
Yeah.
Parasite's too powerful, bro.
So that's Wolfenstein. I love Wolfenstein, dude. It's so
Love
fun.
killing the Nazis.
Yeah. Also, has a great soundtrack it's by the same guy who did Doom, so it's equally awesome.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Honestly,
Yeah.
Bethesda sucks, but like they're so good at making games, or like they're so good at publishing certain games, you know. So,
Yeah.
like New Vegas, one of my favorite games. Obviously, the Wolfenstein, awesome games. Um, Doom is also really cool. Never played it, but it's
Actually,
cool.
the funny thing is, I'm pretty sure another company was more prevalent with Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah, it's Obsidian. No,
Okay, yeah.
I was saying
I was,
publishing. Yeah, because Machine Games
okay.
made Wolfenstein. I'm saying like Bethesda is good at
Okay.
publishing games. That's what I'm saying.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. See,
yeah. I'm
they don't
not
know how to
saying they're
make
good at
games,
games. I'm saying
but
they're
they
good
know
at
how to publish.
publishing games.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would never say that.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, so my heart goes out to you, Machine Games. I hope you do well in that Indiana Jones video game. Looking forward to it. Um, Not really. I think it's gonna be wildly wild, but whatever. Machine Games is great. Do you have anything gaming related to talk about? Because I've burned my topics.
The new Windcraft event came out. It's called Festival of the Bonfire.
Uh huh.
And they came out with some amazing cosmetics because when you're participating in the events, you can get like coins and stuff to buy stuff, and you can also get free crates just by logging in every day, and just doing stuff. Do you want to guess what cosmetic I got? Do
Can
you
I
want
have
to?
some options?
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. All right.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna come up with 4 options.
Okay.
All right.
One of them
I
is gonna be right?
One of them will be right.
Okay. Okay. Just making
A
sure.
dragon head, a dragon pet,
Okay. Dragon Head.
a golden crown.
Golden Crown. Okay.
I got a magical scepter, or I got a bucket head. Which one do you
Buckethead.
guess?
Buckethead.
Yeah.
4. Buckethead.
Yes, I have a bucket helmet head, and
Let's
it's
go.
so I'm in love with it.
So what do I win? Do I win V-Bucks? Something? Robux?
You win the opportunity to talk to me.
Let's go. Been waiting that, dude.
But I am so happy about this bucket. It looks amazing. Like I need to screen cap it and send it to you at some point because it's actually amazing. I've never been so happy about a cosmetic because
That's pretty poggers.
I did actually get the golden crown as well, and I got that. I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. And then I got the bucket, and I was like, okay, well, I'm clearly not ever going to use that crown
Yeah.
because I have a bucket now. Like the crown is literally the more rare cosmetic, but no, I don't care. I got a bucket.
Exactly.
Like I could not have wished for something better. It's too good. So that's what I'm gonna be wearing forever now. You and me should definitely play at some point, so you can because every player gets 3 free ones at first, and we can also play the mini game that they added in Deadlist. It's you're essentially the goal of the game is you steal wood from their side to make your bonfire be brighter or like have more fire or something, and then your goal is to burn their flag so that they don't have a flag anymore. So it's like 2 rounds.
So it's like capture the flag, but you burn it instead of capturing it?
Pretty much.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a 2-round mini game. First round, you try to make your fire burn as bright as possible, and then the second round, you destroy their camp.
Right.
And yeah, so it's really fun. I really liked it because I was playing with Kyle earlier too, and he seemed to enjoy it.
Yeah, I know. We're supposed to be recording.
Excuse me. Am I not allowed to have friends?
No.
Jacob?
You have friends other than me?
Dude. Jeez, bro. But yeah. And the cool thing is, your level as a player doesn't actually matter because like it's not actually level based or health based.
Well, I'm
It's
level
just
10 billion, so I'd kill you.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Like it took me a second because I was so confused. I was trying to use like my actual weapon, like trying to pull out my totem. I'm like, it's not working. I was so confused because my inventory was completely full. I didn't get the event item at first, and then I was so confused.
Wow.
But yeah, but it's 2 teams of 5, red versus blue. Obviously, red versus blue. What'd you expect? Green and purple?
Ew. Throw up. Vomit.
You know what? I'm gonna do that one. If I ever make like a party game where it's like 2 teams, I'm gonna make it team green and team purple. Fuck red and blue. Too obvious. Too basic.
Yeah. Hey, why do you think they choose red and blue? Just because it's always red and blue? Okay,
Yeah.
why do you think the first person to ever make a team-based game and was like, I'll make one team red and one team blue? Why do you think they did that? Just because of
I think it's because there's so much red and blue in the world. They're 2 of the most common colors.
It'd be really fun if they're like, what about teal and orange? How different would our timeline be if that were the options? If like instead of red versus blue, the Halo, like that Halo show, it was teal versus orange. Like
Bro,
how
that would be
different would our
wild.
timeline be?
Oh my goodness.
Go orange.
TVO. It would be called TVO instead of RVB. That'd be
TBO,
weird.
wild.
Yo, let's go watch some TVO, right? Jesus. I remember when Red versus Blue used to be a good show. Like, that was a show that I really liked until
Mhm.
like season 10 or 11.
Yep.
Like,
Either die a
it just
hero or you live long enough to become the villain.
yep. Like they try to do something like new and different. But they just rushed it so hard. It was like a 8-episode series that was like 15 minutes each episode, and
Mhm.
they were like trying to do a lot of story plot stuff, so it really fell flat because it was just so quick.
You mean like
Like
Arcane?
Arcane actually had good pacing though. All the episodes were like 40 minutes, and I think it had good pacing.
Yeah, it did. I was kidding.
But like in episode 1, we're like, oh man, events happened, and now we need to get a team together. Episode 2, okay, we got the team, but they're not really trained. Episode 3, okay, training episode. Okay, episode 4 is our first mission because we're all trained up. Episode 5 turns out there was a betrayal, so this person in your team, bad guy now. Episode 6, now that betrayal person has to like talk against like your allies and stuff, and they have like this battle and stuff, right? Episode 7, boom, bad guys. The big bad guys are here now, right? Yeah, now they have a fight with someone. Episode 8, big bad guy won, and now you guys have to like fight next season. And it's like, huh?
That's
Like
wild.
it was so fast. I'm like, why? Like there was, the betrayal had literally no build up. We had known this person for 3 episodes, and it was supposed to be shocking that they were a betrayal. Like, and I'm like, huh? And like it, and like the weird thing is that okay, the thing about that was there's the pink person on the team, right? And her thing was she was a super fast bitch.
Wow.
Then on the enemy
Wow.
team
Of
there
course
was this
she's
purple
pink.
woman, and on the enemy team there's this purple girl, and she was teleporting.
Wow. Sorry.
She had all these teleporting abilities, right? And like they were kind of like building it up like, oh, each person on the team has an opposite on the other team, blah blah blah, because everyone had like a similar ability to the other team. And then it turned out after like 3 episodes, oh wow, pink girl and purple girl are the same person. It's like, huh?
Huh?
Like I was like, what?
Wild.
It was really random and out of nowhere. Because like the
Okay.
pink girl was supposed to be the daughter of someone on the team, which means purple person was also his daughter. So how did he not know that his daughter had teleporting powers and speed powers? How is that not something he knew?
That's wild.
If he like raised her and is the reason she had powers. Huh?
I didn't even realize they
It
had
was so
superpowers. What?
like it was or like giving some reason as to why, but they didn't have any time to give a reason.
Mhm.
They never talked to the dad again about why things happened. It's just, oh yeah, that happened. She betrayed you. And he was like, no, my daughter. And then he doesn't have any lines left in the series. The next 3 episodes, he doesn't have a single line.
That's
Like,
wild.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It had potential, but like, no.
I think that's just part for the course.
Quiet.
Like something that lasts too long is gonna end up being wild.
You got quiet for some reason. I'm guessing you couldn't hear me?
I hear you now. Oh no,
Okay.
I could hear you the whole time. What?
Oh, okay. For some reason, you got super quiet and I couldn't hear you.
Oh.
But it was weird.
Anyways,
But yeah.
can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
So we have two more things before and then we can wrap up. One,
Okay.
I think we should watch as a podcast Cyberpunk 2077 Edge Runners
Sure.
it's on Netflix. It's a gaming. It's like Arcane, but instead of League of Legends, it's um Cyberpunk. Um, I heard it's really good. It's by the same people who made Darling in the Franxx, so it's like an anime.
See, I had
Um,
started it, but I never actually finished it. I never
Cyberpunk or yeah,
the the anime. I guess like episode like two or three, something like that, and I just like never continued. So yeah, I'm down to do that
yeah, we can do that.
because I
I
really
guess
wasn't paying much attention.
yeah, I guess we still never watched Video Game High School, but that's okay.
We also need to do that. I
Yeah,
would love to watch Video Game High School
and
again.
last thing, um, I've been listening to a band called OK Goodnight, and their lead singer is the girl who sings lots of the songs in the Ruby soundtracks, RWBY. Um,
Yo,
yeah,
you should
and
send it to me then. You should send me some of their stuff.
I don't think I will. So,
Um, wow, dude, I can't believe this. I don't think we can be friends.
anyways, well, they mix like it's like strings and piano and guitar, and it's like rocky, but also it's wild. It's really good. I like it a lot.
Yeah, you
Um,
should send me some of their stuff. I'm excited because
yeah,
I love the people that made the music for Ruby. Um,
I have
they stopped making stuff for him after like season 3 or 4, sadly. But
I have so much Ruby music on my phone. It's unbelievable.
dude, everything from season 1 to 3 was amazing.
I have music up to like season 7.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have like
um, I can't remember any of the later songs. Like, I can't remember any songs from the later seasons that I was like, oh yes, I love this and I'm gonna add it. But everything from season 1 and 2, I have added
well, it's
because
because
I
you're
just love.
old, so
You're right. I need to go back and start looking at the soundtracks for the later seasons then because I can't remember any of them. I was like, yo, this is amazing
um
because
one
music
of
took a bit of a back seat.
one of my favorite Touch the Sky is really good. I'm also using my phone like an old man right now. I'm using my index finger on my other hand to scroll instead of my thumb. Um,
Are you calling me an old man? Huh?
I'm calling myself an old man. Thank you very much.
That's what I do. I
Um,
always do that.
there's a song called Nevermore. There's also one called Big Metal Shoe. That one's wild. Just the name is wild. All
Big
Things
Metal
Must Die is really good too.
Okay.
I've also been listening to Dragon Force.
Dragon Force.
They're like a metal band. They did a take on My Heart Will Go On. Um, and they did it metal and it's really good. I really like it and I've been listening to it a lot. Um, yeah. I'll send you that OK Goodnight stuff cuz they are really good.
Yes. I am
Um,
here for it.
yeah. So is there anything is FNAF? Have you heard any FNAF news recently?
No, not recently. I'm kind of
Wow,
waiting
dude.
on.
Scott, get on that, dude. Come on.
You know, I need to start like following more FNAF news channels. You know,
Yeah. Yeah, especially
there's a
just for the podcast, dude.
there is a FNAF news Twitter.
FNAF at FNAF News Reports.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm on there right now.
that's funny.
For Google Stadia players, let's go. Security breach on Google Stadia. Get excited, guys.
So, is Google Stadia any good? I heard about it years ago, but
I heard it's laggy. Okay, really I hate Twitter so much.
makes sense.
I heard it's laggy, but yeah. I heard it's laggy. That's what I've heard.
Fair.
Okay, why did this shut up.
I like this Freddy and Friends like stuff. By the way,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it's so funny. Like, what is this?
Why
I
okay.
appreciate that they made an actual cartoon for it.
Yeah. Definitely
So
add something.
yeah, it gives it that sense of realism of actually
Oh,
being like a 90s, 80s cartoon.
did we talk about FNAF Plus?
FNAF Plus. FNAF
It's a
Plus.
remake of FNAF 1 but scarier, and it's called FNAF Plus. It's like
Oh,
I think we
I
talked
think
about
I
this.
heard.
I don't remember.
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
Well, I'll say it again anyway. So yeah, it's a remake of FNAF 1 and it's scarier.
Oh my. Oh, that is actually more terrifying.
Um
Like the
and it's like
doors.
it was like one of the winners of the what was that thing that Scott did? The FNAF Fanverse something
Yeah,
initiative, whatever. It's one of those games. So it's like produced by Scott and FNAF as a whole, I think, but it's made by a fan who actually doesn't like Security Breach. Really funny enough. Um,
really.
yeah, yeah, yeah. The guy who made it like went on his Twitter and was like, "I'm still gonna make FNAF Plus, but I actually hate Security Breach." That was a long time ago. It was funny though.
That's hilarious.
I think it's because
No,
he
this
didn't
is
think it was
actually.
scary enough. He likes horror, and obviously that was not scary. So he's like, "This sucks. This isn't what I
Yeah,
like FNAF for."
Security breach could make you anxious, but it wouldn't make you scared.
Yeah,
Like it's like, oh god, they're gonna catch me. I'm not scared. I'm just like a little anxious. Like, oh, can I get away? You know,
yeah. I'm gonna lose all
like
my progress I haven't saved.
you're pretty. And apparently, I'm one of like the only people in existence who played the after, like the end of the game without the save points because I'm the only one who didn't cheat. Like I
Yeah.
found out after I beat the game legit that you could have just cheated to get save points back, and I was kind of livid. Like I was like, so I spent like 4 or 5 extra hours of my life doing these boss fights when I could have just cheated.
Yeah, that's wild. Sucks
Like,
to be you.
oh my, yeah, like I got really good at that game just from playing the in-game stuff because I'd gotten all of the collectibles, which took forever, by the way, because if I died, I would lose all those collectibles, obviously. So I had to get all of the collectibles, finish the other path with Chica or whatever, because she was the path I didn't do already, and do the boss battle against Burn Trap or whatever. And I was like, oh my god. Like, at least it gives you a save right before you're about to fight him.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you go down the elevator, it's like, okay, well, you can't go back. And if you die to him, you get put back to after you were down there. So it's like, okay, thank goodness for that. First time I died to him, I was so mad. I was like, I swear, if I lost because of this.
I have to redo all that again.
Oh my god, I was actually depressed. Like the screen went to static, and like my cousin was here, and she loves FNAF, and she was like, like anxious, like looking really close to the screen. She's like, "Are you serious? Like, is that it?"
Did I
Like,
win?
and she was like, she started cussing, and I was just like sitting there with the controller in my hands, like looking down, dead. Like I was done. I was like, all right, like I guess that's it. And like I pressed X and then I pressed continue, and then it like put me back at the elevator, and she started screaming. She was like, she showed my excitement for me. Like I just had a sigh of relief. I was like, oh my god, like, oh
Mm-hmm.
man, security
Um,
breach could have been scarier. Yeah.
I feel like we talk about that every single time. It's not
Yeah.
scary and whatever. It's not. Um, Apparently Chica was going to have a Valley Girl accent, but
Oh, they should have done it.
they changed it last minute because it was incessantly annoying.
That's hilarious.
It's on the
Oh my
FNAF news. If you
goodness.
scroll down a little bit, you can find it.
That's actually hilarious.
Yep.
Also, I'm looking at this FNAF Plus. Like
I
I
already wish
really
listed
want.
it. I'm gonna play it probably.
Yeah. Honestly, bro.
I
Like,
love me an indie developer.
oh, I love indie stuff. I mean, those are the only games worth playing these days, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Like, Omori was a solid game. Undertale was awesome. Then his second game, Deltarune. I was liking Heartbound. I'm not sure what they are in like development. FNAF was obviously a hit because everyone loves it.
FNAF, that was okay. I mean, it didn't really do that well.
Oh, you're right. That 2014 game, it was really forgettable.
Yeah, I
Uh,
mean, after Markiplier played it once, it was kind of like, okay, cool, whatever, you know.
dude, that first game is so nostalgic. Like I remember exactly where I was when I first saw FNAF. I was in the dark room of like my mom's old office downstairs playing my Mac
Uh,
with
uh,
like a and like for some reason, because my mom for like Halloween put up like this wall thing. It was like a red brick wall background
mhm.
thing. She put it up over the computer so people didn't see me on the computer.
Mm.
So like I would just go behind this red wall and no one would know where I was. Like so you would have to go behind this wall and be like, "Oh, there he is. He's on the computer." And like I was just and because of that, no light would come in. Like it was completely pitch black except for the computer. So like I'm in this pitch black darkness void just on the computer. It was
See,
such a vibe. I
you
miss
were
it,
burning your
honestly.
retinas early.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All
Dude,
right.
that was so nostalgic.
All
But yeah.
righty. That has been. This has been. That was and is the TGOM podcast. Um, our year anniversary is coming up in October. Um,
Oh snap.
it won't land directly on the day, but it'll be I believe the 30th. So it'll be a day.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, it'll land on Sunday. Yeah, Sunday's the 30th. Wait, that's November. Wait, when? No, it's
Huh?
not. That's October. I'm stupid. I scrolled too far down and it was like, that's November. Anyways, thanks you for watching, listening, and playing along. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.